5.NBT.6 is all about finding whole number quotients. Quotient is basically an answer for division. Just like sum refers to addition, difference refers to subtraction, product refers to multiplication, quotients are the answers for division. So we're here to find whole number quotients of 4-digit dividends and 2-digit divisors. Now I colored these because it's important to know that the dividend is the first number that's being divided. The divisor is the second number that's actually doing the dividing. So when you consider the strategy of the standard algorithm as one possible strategy that's often taught, it's important to recognize that this first number, that's what we have. And this is simply the number of groups that's being divided by. Okay, so if you want to put groups underneath here and say this many of whatever it is you got is going to be divided into 25 groups, then the quotient is going to be how many in each group. So the language part does play a role in understanding, remembering and understanding why we do things in these orders. So the dividend, the number we're starting with, is going to go inside the standard algorithm. And the divisor, the groups, that's going to be the number outside of the standard algorithm. But when you have two numbers, you have to go place by place when you're trying to divide 25 into a number like 2,575. Because you don't want to have to count by 25s, 25, 50, 75, 100. You don't want to have to count that many times. So instead we see, can this place, where there's only two of this place, even though the value is 2,000, we're not actually looking at 2,000. We're looking at two of these place values. Well, you can't make a group of 25 if you only have two. So instead, let's look at how many hundreds we have. Well, we only have 5. That's not true, because the 2,000s is the same as 20 hundreds. That gets us back to 5.NBT.1. And if you're not that confident with place values, then a lot of strategies are not going to make much sense. So you make sure you know your place values and you know how to manipulate them. Because this isn't just 2,500, this is 25 hundredths. And you can make one group of 25 if you have 25 hundredths. So you put a 1 here, because that's how many groups you can make. And then you find out that there are no more left after you make that one group. So then you're going to bring down these 7 tens. And obviously you cannot make a group of 25 with only 7. So we're going to put a 0 up here, because we can make 0 groups with that. But the good news is, even though we can't make it with that 7, we can make a group of 25 if we consider the 7 tens here as, and including the 7 tens with the 5 ones, and consider this 75 ones. If we bring this down as well, then we know that 25 can go into 75 3 times. That's easy. 3 times 25 is 75. And we're going to end up with no remainder. And so that's going to get us our quotient. Okay? That's going to be how many are in each group. Now these titles, groups and in each group, they're interchangeable. So if you said you're going to make 103 groups, then there would be 25 in each group. So don't let these things become rules that you can't really get in and manipulate effectively. Now, there's a lot of different strategies that go into division, and they really have to do a lot with the kinds of strategies you were learning in 4th grade. It has to do with arrays. It has to do with different types of rectangular arrays, area models, different equations. This is definitely the most popular. So in 4th grade, when you were learning those strategies, you do get an opportunity to learn them again in 5th grade. But this is the basic idea of 5.NBT.6.